heaven with you by my side.
As it should be with me, my lovely dove, but I was thinking perchance we could find heaven in a movie theater. The new horror movie looks quite engrossing.
I would find it to be gross. I'm not so fond of monster movies.
And so I shall be there to protect you from the terrifying images of a madman's massacre, and distract you from the repugnant sounds of bodies being rendered limb from limb. Remember, my fairy queen, that I am to be your heaven.
Oh, my cavalier knight, how could I for a second doubt your prowess and ability? There's no doubt in my mind that you would keep me from feeling even a millisecond of fear, and your presence alone makes even the most disgusting, vile creatures seem pleasant. Oh, I did not mean by comparison, my champion, but instead that you are so wonderful that the rest of the world becomes unimportant. So unimportant. The tiniest bug would be flying about my head, and I would only have to notice it because it would occasionally block my view of your gorgeous face. The crime would seem very intent on committing this very minute.
Forgive me, my innocent fiction, but you were correct in your mistake. I am a monster, the darkest kind of man.
I don't believe you. How could such gentle attachment from the monster you claim yourself to be?
That is but part of my business. I must be flashing my fangs before sinking deeply into your delicate flesh.
I'm getting rather dizzy.
You see, I could have killed you just then. Instead of being merely dizzy, you would have been dead.
I would rather be dead than you without you.
Do not speak such blasphemy.
And besides, you're nothing more than a means of your passion, as we all.
You're being unexpectedly stubborn. Surely there must be some way to convince you of my ability.
Rob, that's not even a word.
Aha! Here is my proof, Buttercup. Good David, who was so kind as to open the door when he heard our love approaching, can vouch for my hideousness. We've been sharing this room for about a fortnight, and he has seen me at the lowest of my lows, which is any time you are not by my side. Now tell Kristen, David, help me change her mind. Help me save her.
What?
From myself, of course. From my darkness. We must make her realize that though I will die 1,000 deaths without her, she is better off without me by her side. I would only hurt her. Something no one and nothing should even dare contemplate.
Do you want to leave me?
Of course I don't. But what I want differs greatly from what is best for you. Now tell sweet Kristen, David, tell her of my faults.
He leaves us dirty socks on.
Yes, the dastardly socks. That's what he means. Tell her more, David. Tell her more.
And what was that time I spilled my phone on his chair?
Of course, it's 2 in the morning and turning lights on.
But it was not as dark as my soul. Had it been so, he would have been too terrified to move. And my beastly inconsideration caused him pain. I cannot bear to have that happen to you. A single pinky-toe harmed is one too many when it comes to you, my little splendid package.
I don't care if your soul is as black as my morning coffee. Let me be your cream and your sugar, and together we can make a fine cup of joe.
I cannot possibly change your milky white purity with my bean-derived darkness.
Nothing without your caffeine. Nothing but sweet and dairy juice.
Surely you could find a safer beverage, a Pepsi or a Mountain Dew.
Those don't go well with milk, and they're sweet enough on their own.
A nice tea, then. Earl Grey would be more complimentary.
Some measly tea is supposed to be the best part of waking up. That's not how the song goes, Rob.
Too much caffeine can be deadly, and I would never let you sleep. You should not trust me with your health when I'm so bad for it.
You're right. I have no reason to trust you. But I do. With my health and my life, I can't help it. I love you.
You two have only known each other for a week.
And it's been the best week of my life. Even better than I've been like a little man.
Truly, do you mean that?
He has nothing on you, Rob.
And Mickey?
I don't care. He's so fine. He'd blow my mind. He's already taken, and I refuse to be the other woman. Even though my friend is notoriously monogamous, he is decaf compared to you.
Oh, Kristen, dear sweet Kristen, shall I compare thee to a winter's morn? Thou art brighter, but not as cold.
Hush, my little darling. Your words are too beautiful for my imperfectitude.
Too nauseating for mine.
But how else can I tell you that I love you from the deepest, darkest depths of my deep and dark soul?
Oh, that's amazing.
You are amazing.
Honestly, I couldn't love you any more than I do right now. And now. And now.
I feel the exact same way, my heavenly cow.
What?
What?
What did you just say?
That I feel the same way.
And after that?
Nothing, except I called you a heavenly...
No, not dear. Cow. You called me a cow.
It's just with all the dairy references before.
That was about the milk you take.
Well, cows are, well, sacred in India, like you are to me. And you'd be the kind of cow to have the perfect black, white, black sections, like an Oreo.
So I'm nothing more than a snack to you.
No, that's not what I meant, my non-dairy goddess. You sustain and nourish my entire existence.
Look, Rob, I don't even know what's going on, and I still know you're in trouble.
Perhaps I should leave and allow you to calm down.
No, you can't leave me.
I fear I must.
We can work this out.
I fully believe that, but all this excitement has left me in a dire need for a bathroom. I'll be back before you can miss me.